After a call with her husband, she forgot to hang up, and what he heard left him speechless. In the serenity of their home, the soft evening light cascaded through the curtains, casting a gentle glow that illuminated the room. Emily nestled into the couch, her favorite spot, one that held the warmth of countless shared moments with Jack. Her fingers traced the delicate patterns of the throw pillow as she cradled the phone close to her heart, savoring the remnants of their conversation. The sound of Jack's laughter, the way his voice softened when he spoke her name, lingered in the air, creating a sanctuary of intimacy within the walls of their living room. The call had been their lifeline amidst the hectic demands of their respective lives. It was a fleeting moment of connection, a sanctuary where they poured their hearts out, exchanged dreams, and sought solace in each other's embrace. Tonight's conversation had been no different, filled with affectionate banter, shared plans, and the gentle promises of a shared future. As their call reached its inevitable end, Jack, burdened by the urgency of his work, reluctantly bid Emily goodbye. The abruptness of his departure left an ache in her heart, a longing for the moments they were forced to steal amidst their busy lives. Emily's gaze lingered on the phone screen for a moment longer after Jack's image disappeared, the silent glow of the device mirroring the lingering warmth of their conversation. Unaware of the lingering connection, Emily remained lost in a reverie, her mind drifting through the snippets of their conversation. She wrapped herself in the remnants of their shared laughter and whispered confessions, cherishing the intimacy they had cultivated through their words. Meanwhile, in the dimly lit ambience of his workspace, Jack returned to the flurry of urgent emails and pressing deadlines. The ambient hum of the room enveloped him as he delved into the sea of tasks, the lingering warmth of their conversation acting as a fleeting respite amidst his responsibilities. It started as a faint murmur, barely perceptible amidst the ambient noise of his workspace, a distant echo that seemed inconsequential at first. Yet as moments slipped by, the murmurs metamorphosed into coherent words, carrying the unmistakable cadence of Emily's voice. Initially dismissing it as an echo from their recent call, Jack's curiosity was piqued when the murmurs grew distinct, drifting from the seemingly dormant phone on his desk. The voices were not remnants of their previous conversation. They were new whispered confessions that bore the weight of vulnerability and shared intimacy. Emily's voice, raw and unguarded, danced through the speaker, weaving a narrative that seemed destined for someone else, a person whose identity remained elusive to Jack. With each uttered syllable, Jack's world tilted on its axis. The words carried a depth of emotion he recognized but were intended for another soul. It was a clandestine exchange, confessions, vulnerabilities, and secrets that veiled themselves from his reality, plunging him into a labyrinth of emotions he struggled to comprehend. The intimacy of Emily's whispered conversations painted a portrait that contradicted the life they had meticulously crafted together. The words that seeped through the phone speaker were fragments of a reality he had never envisioned, a reality that danced on the periphery of his understanding, threatening to shatter the illusions of trust and fidelity. Shock coursed through Jack's veins, followed by a numbing pain that nestled itself in the recesses of his heart. He sat there, frozen in disbelief, grappling with the gravity of the revelations that echoed through the phone, a conduit that unwittingly unveiled a clandestine world hidden beneath the facade of their seemingly harmonious life. Time seemed to waver in that suspended moment, a moment that stretched into an eternity of conflicting emotions. Jack teetered on the edge of confrontation, the desire to unravel the truth warring with an overwhelming need to retreat, to shield himself from the shards of reality that threatened to pierce his fragile trust. Meanwhile, Emily, consumed by her thoughts, remained oblivious to the digital oversight that had laid bare her private conversations. Lost in introspection, she remained unaware of the lingering connection that bore witness to her unintended confessions. It wasn't until Emily glanced at the phone, shaken from her reverie, that realization struck her like a bolt of lightning. Panic surged through her as she hastily terminated the call, but the realization of her mistake struck her with a profound sense of dread. Minutes trickled by as Jack sat in the encompassing silence, the phone resting in his trembling hand. A myriad of emotions surged within him: shock, disbelief, and an indescribable ache that reverberated through the cavernous depths of his being. He was adrift in an ocean of uncertainty, his mind tangled in the labyrinth of conflicting emotions and unanswered questions. When Emily timidly entered the room, her eyes wide with apprehension, she found Jack sitting there, his gaze fixed on the phone. Her heart clenched with a mixture of fear and regret as she approached him, her voice trembling as she attempted to articulate an explanation, to bridge the gaping chasm that had emerged between them. But the air between them remained heavy with the weight of unspoken truths. The revelations that had slipped through the cracks of their seemingly perfect facade loomed ominously, casting a shadow over their once solid foundation. Words, usually their conduit for understanding and connection, failed them in that moment of turmoil. They stood on the precipice of a rupture that threatened to dismantle the intricacies of their shared existence. Their lives, once woven together in a tapestry of love and trust, now stood on fragile ground, their future obscured by uncertainties and the haunting echoes of a forgotten phone call, a call that inadvertently unfurled a clandestine reality, forever altering the landscape of their relationship. The story touches on the fragility of trust and the intricate nature of human relationships. It emphasizes the importance of communication, honesty, and the repercussions of unintended actions. It highlights how a single oversight, a forgotten phone call, can unravel the fabric of trust and reveal underlying complexities within a seemingly harmonious relationship. At its core, the story underscores the necessity of open and honest communication in nurturing and sustaining relationships. It serves as a reminder that even the smallest misstep or oversight can have profound consequences, leading to the erosion of trust and the shattering of perceptions. Additionally, it brings to light the significance of addressing issues and confronting challenges within relationships rather than letting them fester in silence. While misunderstandings and mistakes can occur, acknowledging them and engaging in candid discussions is crucial in navigating through difficult situations and rebuilding fractured trust. Ultimately, the story underscores the importance of transparency, empathy, and the willingness to address conflicts or concerns openly, fostering stronger connections and mutual understanding in relationships. As we bring this tale to a close, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you. Your support and engagement make this storytelling journey truly extraordinary. Until our next adventure unfolds, remember to dream big and embrace the unknown, and I'll be eagerly awaiting your presence in the next chapter.